Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you are watching this class. Welcome to another English 2 class. In today's class, we're going to learn first some vocabulary related to the parts of the house, the different rooms that we have in the house, and different furnitures and appliances that we usually have in our houses. And in the second part of this class, we're going to learn about the use of the expressions there is and there are when we want to express that something exists, that something is there in a place. So first we start with the vocabulary about the rooms. So before we start, let me tell you that you can find this grammar and this vocabulary in the pages 40 and 42 of the book. So in case of the rooms, I'm going to show you this picture and let's see the different vocabulary that we have here. So the first, we have upstairs. Upstairs is the second floor of the house. In a house that obviously has two floors, we usually say upstairs when we want to go to the second floor. Downstairs is the first floor of the house. Number 3, we have bathroom. Bathroom is that place where we take a shower, where we brush the teeth. Number 4, we have the living room. The living room is usually the place where we watch the TV, where we have the sofa, where we get together with our family. That is the living room. Number 5, the bedroom. The bedroom is the place in the house where we sleep. Sometimes in some situations, the place where we study. When we want to relax, when we want to stay calm, we go to our bedrooms. For example, in bedrooms we have usually a closet. As you see in the number 9, we have closet where we keep our clothes. That is a closet. We have, in some vocabulary we have doors. Number 6, we have dining room. Dining room, in some houses there are no dining rooms, but a dining room, in case that we have a dining room, is the place where we usually eat, where we have breakfast, where we have lunch. Usually when we want to eat with our family, we usually do it in the dining room. So we have there tables, we have chairs. Then we go to number 7, that is the kitchen. That is the place where we cook. Yes, we have there the stove, the microwave, we have the fridge, the refrigerator, we have the food. So in this place where we prepare the food and where we wash the dishes, in the kitchen. And some vocabulary to complete, we have the windows. Number 10, windows. Those crystal that we have in the different parts of the house for have more illumination, to have a clear view of the house. We have doors. And that's it, the vocabulary that we have for rooms. Then we have the furnitures and appliances that we usually have in our houses. It's important to notice that we don't have all those things in the houses, but those are the most usual things. So we're going to have it room by room and tell you what are the most common things that we find in those rooms. So first we have the office. As I told you, most people maybe don't have those places or those things, but those are some vocabulary of the most usual things. For example, an office, all people don't have office in the house, but in case we have an office, we usually have number 1, a printer. We have the printer connected to a computer, and we have a desk. The desk is similar to a table. It's not a table, but it's a place where we can study, where we can have the computer, where we can store many documents. So that is a desk. In the second room we have here, as you can see, this is a a bedroom. In the bedroom, we usually have number 4, a dresser. A dresser is a furniture where we usually store the clothes, where we usually store the underwear, and maybe the most important things that we have, some, for example, credit cards, money, jewelry. That is place where we store that things in the dresser. Number 5, we have a bed. The bed is where the furniture where we sleep. Number 6, rug. Rug is something that you put in the floor. It's something that we can use to have for decoration of the place. Maybe we usually have it to be more comfortable in the place. That is a rug. We usually put it on the floor. And go to the lamp. Number 7 is lamp. Maybe we don't have it. All people don't have a lamp in their bedroom, but some people usually have it. Then we go to the bathroom, and in the bathroom we usually have, example number 8, a toilet or toilet. Both pronunciation are okay, toilet or toilet. And we have a mirror. We usually have a mirror where we can brush our teeth, comb the hair, shave our beard or mustache. We usually have a mirror. Number 10, a shower. Most people, I think that all people have a shower in their houses. We usually have it to take a bath. Yes. Number 11, a sink. A sink where we usually, as I told you, where we usually brush our teeth. And number 12, a bathtub. Bathtub, okay, most people don't have it. Okay, bathtub is a place where we fill it with water and we take a relaxing and long shower. In the other space that we have is the dining room. Okay, and as I told you, we usually have a table, we have a chair in order to eat in the dining room. Then we go to the living room. As I told you, it's the place to share with the family, to watch TV, yeah, to spend some time. So in this case, we have number 15, a sofa, where we can sit or sleep sometimes. We have 16, a bookcase, that is a piece of furniture where we store the books, the magazines, the textbooks. Number 17, the TV. And the last one is the kitchen, where we cook usually. We have there number 18, a cabinet, where we usually store some utensils for cooking. We have number 19, a refrigerator or a fridge, where we put all the food, so for refrigeration. Number 12, a microwave in which we can cook or heat the food. And 21, a stove, that is a appliance that we usually use to cook the food. Well guys, now in the second part of the class we're going to learn how to use the structure there is and there are. So first let's see what is the use of this structure. We usually use it to state that something exists or that something is in a certain place. So this is, for example, when we in Spanish say hay un libro en la mesa, hay 3 baños en mi casa, hay una cocina. So that is the use of the there is and there are. It in few words it means I, the verb I, to see that something exists or to say that something is in a certain place. So let's see some examples here. So we use there is when we want to refer to one thing. So when we use singular objects. So in this case we are referring to one computer. One. So we use there is. For example, there is a laptop on the table. Hay una computadora encima de la mesa. So there is, remember, there is for singular, and for plural it means for two or more objects we use there are. So, for example, there are 3 bedrooms in my house. As you see, for example, we have here 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 bedrooms. So we can say an example like this. There are 3 bedrooms in my house. Hay 3 cuartos en mi casa. Another example, there is a kitchen. Hay una cocina. Remember, there is for singular, for one thing. So as you see, here in this house, there is just one kitchen. So we can use there is a kitchen. So there are for plural, there is for singular. That is the common grammar there. Now I'm going to give you some examples on affirmatives, negatives, and how to ask questions using there is and there are. So let's go first with affirmative sentences. So in the affirmative sentence, we start with there is, or in this case with there are, and then the object. For example, there is a bedroom. Hay un cuarto. There are 2 windows in my bedroom. Hay dos ventanas en mi cuarto. So we have here affirmative in singular, and we have here affirmative in plural using there are. Let's go to examples with negative sentence para decir que no hay tal cosa. In a negative sentence, we just use not, or we use the contraction, for example, in this example. So we use the negative particle not. There is not a bedroom, or there isn't a bedroom. Cualquiera de las dos maneras podemos utilizarlo. There isn't a bedroom, or there is not a bedroom. En ese caso sería no hay un cuarto. For example, we have here an example using there are. There aren't 2 windows, or there are not 2 windows. So both are okay. So there aren't 2 windows in my bedroom. No hay 2 ventanas en mi cuarto. Let's go with an example using a question. So, ¿cómo preguntamos hay tal cosa? In the questions, the order changes. So, in the affirmative and negatives, we use there is. So, in this case, we use it the opposite. We start with the verb to be is, or we start with the verb to be are in the question. So, it changes. So, is there a bedroom? So, in this example, is there a bedroom? Te están preguntando que si hay un cuarto. Bien, ¿cómo podríamos responder a esa pregunta? How can we answer it? Yes, there is. Sí, sí hay. Negativo, si de pronto no hay un cuarto, no, there isn't. Afirmativa y negativa. No coloquemos esto, de pronto van a pensar que es que está malo. Sería de manera afirmativa si la hay y de manera negativa si no la hay. Va a responder a esa pregunta. So, let's go with the negative. Are there 2 windows in my bedroom? ¿Hay 2 ventanas en mi cuarto? Si la respuesta es afirmativa, que si las hay, por ejemplo, yes, there are. Si de pronto es negativa, que no hay 2 ventanas, no, there aren't. So, guys, so this is basically the topic for there is and there are. Look that this topic is very simple, is very easy. So you have to remember the use of there is. As I told you, there is for singular, there are for plural, and to take into account the order. Affirmative, the negative, and in the questions, remember that we start the question with the verb to be and then the particle there. And the last thing for today's class is how to ask questions with how many. But what does it mean? How many? What it means? How many we use it to ask for quantities. So in Spanish it means cuántos. When we want to ask, for example, cuántos cuartos hay, cuántos baños hay, cuántos estudiantes hay. So for that question we use how many. That means cuántos. So how can we ask that question with how many? So let's see some examples there. For example, in this case we have how many bedrooms are there in your house? So as you can see here, we can combine how many with the topic that there is and there are. So in this question, look that we are asking cuántos baños hay. Miren que este es el que estamos viendo, the topic that we were looking in the previous section. How many bedrooms are there in your house? ¿Cuántos cuartos hay en tu casa? ¿Cómo podemos responder de pronto a esa pregunta? Obviamente nos están preguntando por una cantidad, ¿cuántos? So we obviously answer with a number. So, for example, ¿cuántos cuartos hay? How many bedrooms? There are 3. Hay 3. Podemos de pronto colocar una oración más completa. There are 3 bathrooms. Hay 3 baños. O simplemente podemos responderla 3. Because the question is cuántos. So that is the important information there. Another example, we can use the verb have. For example, how many cell phones do you have? ¿Cuántos teléfonos tú tienes? Remember the verb have, que significa tener. How many cell phones do you have? ¿Cuántos teléfonos tienes tú? ¿Cómo podríamos responderlo? Obviamente, remember, the important information there is the quantity, the number of the quantity. So let's see some examples. I have one cell phone. Yo tengo un celular. Recuerden, la información importante aquí es esto, saber, obviamente, la cantidad, the quantity. Just one, podría ser otra manera de responder, solamente uno. That is the important part. Let's see a last example. How many balconies are there in your apartment? ¿Cuántos balcones hay en tu apartamento? Remember the question mark. How many balconies are there in your apartment? ¿Cuántos balcones hay en tu apartamento? Remember, the important part is to mention the quantity. For example, supongamos que no hay ningún balcón. Yo podría decir none, que sería ninguno. Está bien decirlo así. O there are no balconies, con la manera negativa. No hay balcones en mi apartamento. So guys, this is the topic for today's lesson. I hope you have liked it. I hope that you have understand, and I hope you have learned something new from this video class. Now we are going to do a shared activity for you to practice it, and I want you to participate of this activity that I'm going to show you by writing your answers in the comments. Well, the idea of this activity is that you're going to complete the sentences or the questions using a form of there is and there are. So first I'm going to give you one example, and then you're going to do the rest of the 10 activities. So in this case we have how many closets in your flat. So in this case we complete, as you see, there is a question, so we're going to use or is there or are there. Okay, let's see, is there or are there? As we are talking about closets in plural, because it's plural, closets, we use in this case are there. Remember, are, we use it with plural nouns. As you see, closets in this case is in plural. How many closets are there in your flat? ¿Cuántos closets hay en tu apartamento? Flat es otra manera de decir apartment. So, how many closets are there in your flat? Vamos a ver en este ejemplo cómo sería. Ok, one closet, un closet. Sería entonces la respuesta, hay un closet, ¿cierto? Sería afirmativa. There is or there are. In this case, as we are talking about just one closet, this is singular. So in this case, we use there is, or there is in the contracted form. So there is one closet or there's one closet. So I'm going to go down from all the activities. You are going to pause the video for you to complete in your notes the activities. So as I told you, the idea for you is to complete this activity by commenting in the comments of this video for you to participate in this activity. Let's go number 6, number 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, I'm going to do with you number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For you to complete to continue with the rest of the activities, you're going to comment them on your answers in the comments of the video. So the first one, a small bedroom downstairs. En este caso estamos hablando de un pequeño cuarto, a small bedroom. En este caso utilizaríamos there is. Hay un pequeño cuarto en el piso de abajo, downstairs. Number 2 is a question. A balcony in the second floor. Ya de una vez identificamos que es una pregunta. Vendría o is there o are there. Vamos a ver, están preguntando por un balcón, uno solo. So that is singular. In this case, we use is there. Hay un balcón en el segundo piso. Vámonos con la número 3. Let's go. Number 3. 2 windows and a small bathroom in this bathroom. ¿Sí? Ahí nos estarían diciendo que hay 2 ventanas y un pequeño baño en este cuarto. Como estamos hablando de varias cosas, we are talking about plural. In this case, we use there are. Hay 2 ventanas y un pequeño baño. Number 4. How many elevators in this building? Is a question. As you see, there is a question mark. So, is there or are there? Ahí decidimos si va con is there or are there. In this case, as we are talking about elevators in plural, yes, this is a plural, elevadores o ascensores. In this case, we use are there. Entonces quedaría, how many elevators are there in this building? ¿Cuántos ascensores hay en este edificio? Number 5. Only one. Solo uno. ¿Cómo quedaría? There is or there are. In this case, as we are talking about just only one, is a singular. So we use it, there is only one. Hay solamente uno. So guys, I hope that you do complete activity number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You complete it and you participate by commenting in the comments of this video. And the second class activity for you to participate in this video is that you're going to take into account what the vocabulary and the topic that I explained to you in this class. That is the vocabulary of the rooms, the vocabulary of the furniture, the appliances, and the use of there is and there are. So take into account, practice that vocabulary and that topic doing this activity. What is the activity? You are going to describe your house. I'm going to give you one example. For example, here, my house is big. There are 5 bedrooms. There are 3 bathrooms. It has 1 kitchen. So, as you can see, this is a very short, a very simple example that you can give. So, participate in the comments of this video. And with this activity, we conclude with today's video class. So, guys, remember, Remember to go to Google Classroom. Remember to do the activity that is there in the platform. I also recommend you to go to the pages of the textbook. To go to the textbook, I'm going to give you, as I'll always give you, the pages of the textbook in the video for you to participate, to practice with the activities that are there. So guys, this is all for this class. Hope you like it, hope you enjoy it, and let's see in the next class.